The 8th Propel IROC Series race of the season heads to the Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. 3 races left to crown a Propel IROC Series champion. And second in points, Michael Gregory, the only multi-time winner this season, on pole for today's race. Beside in second, the 23 of TJ Hanley. Then in third place, it's Ed McDowell. Fourth place, Mathis Wells. And ranking at the top 5, it is points leader JJ Reed. Starting in 6th, it's third in points, Trey Rainey. 7th place, it's Jonathan Buford. Levi Schoens in 8th. 9th place, Brett Sierra, and ranking at the top 10, 4th in the points, Eli Bright. Behind them in 11th, it's Jake Galloway, and ranking up the field 12th in the 36th car of Griffin Lynn. There's our starting line for racing in the Propel IROC Series here at Talladega. Let's go to track and fire these cars up.
Drivers, start your engines!
And all cars rolling off the starting grid. 15 laps of action at the 2.66 mile Talladega Superspeedway. Only 3 races left to crown a champion. JJ Reed and Michael Gregory have extended their points gap over the rest of the field, but if those two have bad days, watch out for drivers like Eli Bright, Trey Rainey, Jake Galloway, Adam McDowell to try and close in and make it a 5-6 car race for the championship, with now Talladega, Charlotte, and Atlanta left to run in the Propel IROC Series season. Michael Gregory, who won last race, has 2 wins on the season. The only driver to say that, on pole, looking for some bonus points here and some points towards JJ Reed's points lead. Remember, every lap led, or if you lead a lap, 5 bonus points. If you lead the most laps, 5 more bonus points. JJ Reed has led a lap in every single race of the season. That's why he is the current points leader here in the Propel IROC Series. 15 laps, Michael Gregory, TJ Hanley. The front row, race number 8, is underway at Talladega. A pretty equal start for Gregory and Hanley, but now Gregory has the help from behind from Ed McDowell. Hanley has no help in the 23. His help advanced to the top side. That's Mathis Wells, the winner of the Daytona IROC race, the other restrictor plate track that we raced at this season. Down the back straightaway, JJ Reed now pushing Ed McDowell. That's big for him because if he can make this move right here 3 wide to get around the 31 and the 16 both, and then get around and lead the lap, that's 5 bonus points that would cancel out if Gregory or someone else led a lap. So right here, big for JJ Reed. Start 5th in this race. If he can come off turn 4 and lead the first lap, 5 bonus points towards the championship. Can he do it? Can Jonathan Buford get to the end side? They race off into the tri-oval. Buford looking low, Sierra looking 3 wide, but Reed's going to cut them off, get down line. The blue number 35 is going to lead the first lap. 5 bonus points. He's now led a lap in all 8 races this season. That is big for JJ Reed. He needed to do that. He needed to keep Michael Gregory from leading that first lap and make sure he did it. He did it perfectly. And now with them 3x3 behind, he has a good chance to hold it for a few laps. Reed has been so dominant this season. He's finished top 10 in every race. Only 3 drivers can say that. Reed, Gregory, and Trey Rainey. Reed's also led a lap in every race. He's led most laps in some races, won a race. He's been very, very stout here this season in the Propel IROC Series. Jake Galloway and Griffin Lynn try and dethrone him from the top spot here at Talladega. Coming around to complete the second lap. Here comes that 36 of Lynn inside the 19 of Galloway. They get side by side for a second. That's going to slow them down. JJ Reed can try and pull back away as he's single file clear at the front. 2 laps down. JJ Reed's led both of them in the 35. He's out in front. The Propel IROC Series at Talladega. Lynn loaded second with a run down to the back of that blue number 35 into turns 1 and 2. Right behind Reed through turns 1 and 2. Mathis Wells, our Daytona IROC winner, coming through to third now on Jake Galloway behind Wells. That's TJ Hanley and Jonathan Buford. Down the back straight, look at how you can see the speeds from this angle is for the lead. Griffin Lynn has had enough of seeing JJ Reed the points leader lead it. He wants to move forward to the top spot for Griffin Lynn into turns 3 and 4. Lynn to clear now. Reed got to find a hole in line. He can let these 3 go. He's led laps. That's, no one else has done that so far today. No one in the championship fight has done that today. Gregory, Trey Rainey, and Eli Bright have not sniffed the front. Mathis Wells, the Daytona winner, out front now on lap number 3. Now to lap number 4. 3 wide goes Jonathan Buford to the first corner. Adam McDowell, the 16, trying to move up in the point standings. Currently just outside the top 5. Moving to third, get by Hanley and Lynn. And now down the back straightaway. Buford on the back of Mathis Wells. Looking to pressure him. He's now looking wider as McDowell gets to his inside. I think he's trying to get away from a side drive, but the 16 did a great job keeping it down there. McDowell is second, the 16 car. Here comes Levi Shones. 07 of Trey Rainey comes in third in the points, but has fallen a good ways behind Reed and Gregory. So he's going to need a good day with Reed and Gregory faltering here today. He's moving now 3 wide for third. As the front two get away, here comes McDowell. Low on Mathis Wells. A late move into the tri-oval. Almost didn't work for him, but he does make it stick on the inside lane. Side by side, Wells lead again the 51, but McDowell has the preferred lane into turn number 1, the shorter distance around this 2.66 mile racetrack. Speaking of shorter distance, 4 wide for Brett Sierra down to that double yellow line. Sierra's going to grab second off turn number 2. Has up from Eli Brett, the 24. That green number 24 in the inside just behind the black number 19 of Jake Galloway. This red number 98 of Brett Sierra looking to try and keep second off of Eli Bright. He did a great job clearing him. Now Eli's going to get forced aside by Jake Galloway. McDowell trying to clear Sierra to turn number 3 and does get down just barely in front of him. Sierra behind McDowell, behind Sierra, Jake Galloway. Galloway looking for second on Brett, as he did not get to the back bumper of 16 McDowell at all, but Galloway forced aside by Griffin, and they'll look 4 wide again through the tri-oval. Trey Rainey going to try and get low. Just in that, J.J. Reed is getting a little bounced around the 35. They're trying to maintain distance from each other. Reed will move down in line, single file on the bottom of the racetrack. Just behind him, T.J. Hanley just in front of him. That 36 of Lynn, as look at the lead McDowell has pulled. Brett Sierra has not gone up to him at all. I don't know if Sierra's car is as good as maybe some of the guys around him. And I think we're seeing that right there. Lynn got stuck behind him. Reed really has no hope down low, but he's making it work on Lynn because that 36 can't go anywhere. The 98 is kind of blocking him in. And I think Brett Sierra's car is just not as good as some of the drivers around him. It's shown with Ham McDowell. The gap he pulled on that 98 is so severe. Now the first 2 in points. Ride nose to tail, third and fourth, but now Gregory has had enough of staying behind J.J. Reed. How about that 10 of Jonathan Buford breaking low on Michael Gregory. Gonna barely get his nose to the inside. That yellow number 31. They'll be 3 wide for third in the tri-oval. And they need to kind of calm down this battle for third. I know, it's still about midway through, but you can't be letting drivers get away like that. With Brett Sierra, I don't think his car is as fast as that 16 the others around him. I think you're going to have to shove that 98 aside, so at some point you're going to have to stop battling for third and start battling for second. I know it's a weird thing to say because normally you want second place to be clear, but I don't think that 98's as fast. You don't want him leading your train up to the race leader, and Buford and others know that. They've seen that. They're going to move low and get by the 98 easily. You can see how slow that 98 was. It was just not sucking up to that 16 at all. Buford immediately right to the back of the 16 McDowell, so obviously that 98 not as strong as some of the others around him. I think he'll be good in a draft, and maybe if he can try and pull him past in the last lap, he'll be good, but I think when it's one-on-one, Sierra's car is just not as good. It's better in the draft and not in terms of single-car speed. Door-to-door at the start-finish line right there. Jonathan Buford led it in the 10 car by maybe a few 1,000ths of a second. Jake Galloway low. And so far, still, only championship contender to lead a lap today, J.J. Reed. Gregory has not yet led, even though he started on pole position. Now looking 3 wide down the back straightaway as Buford leads in the 10 car. Eli Bright moving low on Jake Galloway and Adam McDowell. Trey Rainey just behind Eli. These two come in 4th and 3rd in the points respectively. And they're looking to gain on J.J. Reed and Michael Gregory. They need both those drivers to have pretty bad days. Right now, Gregory and Reed are further back, but once again, that's Talladega. The cycle means a lot here. Shuffle means a lot. We're basically halfway done this time by. A lot can still happen. See Eli riding high with Trey Rainey. I wonder if he's trying to get a run right here at the exit of the tri-oval to clear Griffin Lynn, then get to the inside Buford and to turn number 1. It's not going to work for him, though. Lynn to the inside. Has up for points there, J.J. Reed. Remember, Lynn was the one that passed J.J. Reed early on. Reed trying to come back forward now. And get back by that 36. Down the back straightaway, that's going to halt the advance for the race lead that Lynn had. He had a run to Buford, but with that blue number 35 to the inside, he had to stall it out. Mathis Wells a big run down the back straightaway, but stays in line with Gregory and Reed. As now J.J. Reed pushed by his championship rival to 2nd position. Gregory will follow through to 3rd. Wells now 4th in the 51, that gray number 51 car. Reed now forced aside by Michael Gregory, but Wells is not going to let Gregory lead a lap either. That's big for Michael Gregory. He needs to get up there and cancel out the bonus points that J.J. Reed got from that. 5 bonus points. But he can't do it because everyone's forcing him aside all the time. He just can't find a way to get clear and in line to lead a lap. Mathis Wells has not had a great season after his Daytona victory. It's been very, very dismal from that. He's down towards the bottom of the points. All the other race winners this season are up at the top of the point standings. Wells is not. He's looking to turn that around with a second victory here in another super speedway in the IROC series. He has a run, but Trey Rainey has a bigger run. To the inside he'll go for second position. Another one of our championship contenders looking to lead lap here, but it's Jonathan Buford out front in the 10 car looking for his first victory of the season. Rainey has a runoff turn forward here. We'll see if he can hang a left to the inside to the tri-oval. They get stalled out, but he's going to make a late move into the tri-oval to the inside. Trey Rainey, Jonathan Buford, side by side. It's going to be Buford to lead with 5 to go. But now, with a 2x2 race at the front, it's going to shuffle this whole running order. And Trey really has no help. I mean, look at the outside, how much help they have. I think Buford's going to be able to stay clear in second right here. I don't think Trey can clear him. Buford fight back on the top side. Now Trey trying to get help from Galway and finally clear the 10 car. He is clear, but look at the run for the 24 of Eli Bright. Going 3 wide help from and a push from Brett Sierra. Trey wants to stay out front, lead lap for 5 bonus points. Eli also wants that lap lead for 5 bonus points. We'll see what happens here off turn number 4. I think Eli's going to move up with Trey, and that's going to get the bound to Brett Sierra. But we noticed that 98 earlier was not as strong as the others around him. Can Eli try and clear him? Sierra moved up by Shones at that 92. Maybe knew what happened last time the 98 was up in second. So now Trey Rainey leads the lap for 5 bonus points, canceling out the bonus points that Reed would have gained on him. And now with 4 to go, any yellow flag would end this race short. Levi Shones now to second, Hanley to third. JJ Reed coming up to fourth, but is it too soon? I mean, with so little cars, only 12 cars in the pack, you don't know how the timing is actually going to work here. You know, you could be up in the race lead now and fall back and still recover. If you're Trey Rainey, even if you literally don't lose hope. See, Shone's going to move to his inside. He actually won here last season in the IROC series. Now Shone's down front with 3 to go. But once again, 3 laps. You can cycle your way from where Trey Rainey is and TJ Henley's back to the back and then back forward again. And the points there, JJ Reed wants to make sure that he could possibly win today and extend the points lead. He's out front. He's going to lead another lap with 3 to go. Mathis Wells, can he push him aside right here? The 51. He's going to look to the inside. And for JJ Reed, he's not even out of it. With 3 to go, that's still a lot of time to cycle back. See, Trey Rainey already moving aside 3 wide to let those drivers go and get him in line. Wells out front. Coming to the inside, Griffin Lynn. Can Michael Gregory finally lead a lap this race? Remember, he started on pole, never got to lead a lap. Can he go 3 wide? Does Wells clear it and ruin Gregory's hopes again? I don't think Wells can clear that. We'll see if Gregory, though, can hold off Amick down the others behind him. Gregory looking for 5 bonus points. Once again, cancel out JJ Reed's 5 bonus points with 2 to go this time by. Now, Gregory's going to move up. That's going to give the bomb to Amick Dowell. I think McDowell's going to maybe get this lap bled. Maybe not, though, because here comes Jake Gowey forcing 3 wide. 3 wide back around. Leader lap is Michael Gregory with 2 to go. He does get those 5 bonus points. Have a little 4 wide action for the race lead. There goes Brett Sierra. 4 wide. Multiple rows deep. JJ Reed in the middle. Michael Gregory, I think his best option is to let this happen right here. Back out. Because if Reed's stuck in the middle the rest of the race, Gregory can get down low and make it work. Once again, forcing 4 wide goes Trey Rainey, forcing Eli Bright up. There's still 3 wide for the top spot. Sierra is not cleared yet. I think he's stacking this field. I think that's why they're 4 wide. He's stacked the field up. Remember, Sierra's car not as strong as some of the others around him, as we saw earlier in the race. Now he's out front. Here comes Trey Rainey inside. Levi Shones will go even lower, 3 wide. This will be the white flag this time by. Reed's in line down the inside. He has a say at this race victory. Here's the white flag. They're 3 wide, stacked up. Sierra led, but 1 more lap to go. 2.66 miles. Levi Shones back out front. Mathis Wells also there. Wells to second. JJ Reed, the points leader, moving low. Looking for second. Now can he get by and then have a shot at Shones? I think at this point, Reed's going to extend that points lead again. But can he get the race victory for max points? He has a run down to the 92 of Shones through 3 and 4. JJ Reed on the back of the 92 of Shones. But Hanley's going to ruin his day. Out in front, it's Levi Shones in control. Hanley now for second to the checkered flag. Levi Shones is going to win the Propel IROC Series at Talladega once again. Shones does it. I think Hanley did snatch second at the end. No, it was JJ Reed. So Shones will win, but JJ Reed gets second, and once again, he finishes ahead of his championship rivals. He's going to extend that point lead once again ahead of Gregory, Trey Rainey, and Eli Bright with now only 2 races left. This is JJ Reed's championship to lose right here. Let's go see the finish results in the point standings. Here is how they finished in the Propel IROC Series at the Talladega Superspeedway. No caution flags here today. 8 lead changes, 8 different drivers leading, and out in front at the right time. Levi Schoen's only led 1 lap, but it was the most important one. He wins at Talladega. JJ Reed, so close to winning his 2nd race of the season, but gets 2nd with 3 laps led. Great points there for him. He extends it up now over 50 points over 2nd. It would need to be a catastrophic failure if JJ Reed does not win this championship. TJ only gets 3rd, Matheus Wells 4th, and Griffin Lane rounds out the top 5. Reed was the only championship contender to finish inside the top 5. Next time is Trey Rainey in 7th. Buford led the most laps, but he gets 8th. Michael Gregory from pole 9th. It was just not a great day. Everything was kind of working against him. Jake Galloway 10th. Eli Bright had another bad day, 11th, and Brett Seaver down in 12th in the 98. Let's now go see the point standings. Here are the points with 2 races left, and I mean, it's going to be hard. JJ Reed, a 51-point gap over Michael Gregory. And you think about the points that you can gain, it's going to be very, very hard. If Reed finishes ahead of Michael Gregory in the next race at Charlotte, it might be all over. If Michael Gregory can really gain on JJ Reed, if Reed has a really bad day, and Michael Gregory, Trey Rainey really catch up. But right now, I mean, it's down to only a few cars that have a shot at this championship. I don't see drivers like Eli Bright or Jonathan Buford catching back up, especially drivers in triple digits. Even Jake Galloway, it could be very hard for him. But currently, it's Reed, Gregory, then Trey Rainey, McDowell, Galloway, Eli Bright, Jonathan Buford, Lynn Jones at the win, Sierra Wells, and Hanley down at the bottom. It's just been insane how great JJ Reed has been as of late this season. He's led 29 laps this season. He's led in every race. It has been basically a perfect season for JJ Reed. 4 top 5s, 2nd most to Michael Gregory, but Gregory doesn't have the laps led bonus points to help him out. Once again, he's led in 4 less races. That's 4 times 5 bonus points. That's 20 bonus points. He could be 31 back if he led the same amount of laps as JJ Reed did, but Reed has led laps in every race. Gregory's only led in half the races. That is why JJ Reed is on top by so much. He gets those bonus points and he gets the good finishes to also go with it, as still the top 3 in points have finished top 10 every race of the season. Reed, Gregory, and Trey Rainey. And it might have to change for JJ Reed if one of those other 2 or 3 want to have a shot at this Propel IROC Series Championship. 2 races left, and it's crazy 1.5 miles we're going to be going to as we head to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the next one, the penultimate race of the Propel IROC Series Season number 3. I will see you guys then.